opportunities beyond masters is what you should seriously look at. As I was discussing with you, in IITs alone there are 5,000 faculty positions available now, and in the next 5 years that is the number of faculty we need to recruit in just IITs. Now imagine IISERs and triple ITs and all these institutions now. I think it's a good opportunity to do PhD, and all IITs are also scaling up their PhD programs. IIT Delhi this year will be graduating close to 500 PhDs, and so we now are admitting at least 600 PhDs per year.
That's good news, because I was thinking that there are PhDs getting generated, but where do they go?
No, if you think of it, this is one thing. Of course, it depends on the areas, but how many smaller colleges? Leave aside the IITs, IISERs kind of places. How many smaller second tier, third tier kind of colleges have engineering PhDs among their faculty? You go to any college here in Bangalore, you don't find enough PhDs in the engineering. They do have enough PhDs in sciences, but not enough PhDs in engineering. If we are overproducing them, many of them would have actually gone and filled up those positions.
Yeah, but the other thing is that they do not want to go to local colleges because of the environment and things like that, and the pressure they have on teaching, and not much pressure, not much effort on research. So therefore, they do not want to go to such local colleges.
Agree with you, but you need to realize that it also depends on the quality of person who is joining that place. And once somebody who has a PhD from a good IIT, in a good area joins those places, the person can also transform the environment around them. I think that's also important. IITs are built by whom? I mean, not by the students. Students are good everywhere. It's the faculty who have built that culture, those campuses, and that kind of a standards, and that can happen in any other kind of an institution. You take these faculty to Ethiopia, they can build another IIT in Ethiopia. It really doesn't matter what the location is. I think these institutions are built by faculty. A good person joining a small college can also help transform the atmosphere in that college. I think that is still not happening because we are still not producing enough PhDs, good quality PhDs, and they are all getting limited or absorbed by the top level kind of institutions. And once we start producing high quality PhDs, in larger numbers, some of them will come to those colleges. The quality of the instruction, the quality of research in those colleges also will go up. Not every, in fact, Government of India, one thing you can also ask is, what will happen with the facilities? Now, if I join a small college, how do I even get facilities and all that? Government of India, if you have seen in the last 1 month, there is a new program announced called SATI.
Yes.
So what they are actually doing is at 5 places in the country, they are creating all high-end facilities. Eventually, each facility will have 500 crore worth scientific equipment.
Wow.
And these facilities, the institution where they are going to be located can only use the facilities for 20% of time. 80% of time must be provided to outsiders as a service. And these SATI facilities are going to be judged based on have you fulfilled that 80% commitment.
Okay.
And as a result, now facilities are going to be available. But already in many areas like IISc or IIT Bombay, we have this INUP program,
Right.
Indian Nanoelectronics Users Program, where anybody in the country can write to us and come and work in these institutions.
Yeah.
But that is very limited to EE kind of areas. But in all areas now, through the SATI program, Government of India will be setting up these facilities, and after that, in any college, everybody will have access to same set of facilities. And if they are intrinsically good, if they have come from, if they have done a good quality work even in their PhD and have been trained well, I think with these facilities available, I think our second and third tier institutions can actually go to that next level.
Because there's a notion that the current government does not really fund much research projects, etc. So from what you're saying, it looks like they're encouraging.
DST, these are all mostly the initiatives of DST, the SATI kind of a program. But MHRD also needs to be given the due credit. Now, if you look at in the last 3 years alone, Imprint is a program,
Yes.
and then Unnat Bharat Abhiyan is a program, Vishtar Avishkar Yojana is a program, and Gyan is a program.
Yeah.
There are multiple such national level initiatives now, and I think the funds are available. Right now, DST is also doing pretty well. In fact, if you talk to DST secretary, he will tell you in the last 3 years, the budget of DST has got doubled.
Okay. That's
So,
good.
I think but the only thing is the community aspirations are also growing.
Correct.
Now earlier when I joined IIT Bombay with 60-70 lakhs, I was okay. But now if I want to work in certain areas and if I want to create facilities in those areas, now you cannot really do that kind of research with that kind of money. You need some high-end kind of facilities. So the requirements are also going up now, and more money is always welcome. But with available money, I think we can still do more things than what we are able to do right now. And I am quite excited about this Saathi program at IIT Delhi also. We are setting up one, and now the commitment we have given to DST is we will not only make available the facilities we are procuring from Saathi, but as part of the Saathi initiative, we will make available all the facilities that we have in IIT Delhi for outsiders.
Okay.
So we already have almost
good.
close to 500 crore worth facilities. All of them you can book online now and you can start using them.
That's great.
Because they insisted on that commitment for us to get that project, which is what we did. And I think slowly things are getting opened up, and facilities will be available for researchers irrespective of which institution you come from. So,
So not everyone can do a degree from an IIT, but you have shown that with hard work one can even become a director.